like gung-ho and signing up 3 coaches in your first week.
Yeah.
So the deal is that you basically just worry about getting to emerald, like, period. So don't worry about like strong leg, weak leg. You just need to get to emerald and to be a solid emerald. I mean, solid emerald in the fact of where you might sign up one person who is just loves Shakeology, so you put them on one leg, and then you sign up, say, your husband, whose account you can control. And then the Shakeology customer is like, oh, I didn't drink it all this month, so I'm going to like stop my HD for a month. And then they become inactive. And then so you used to be emerald, but as soon as they become inactive, because they're the only other coach you have on that other leg, you're then no longer emerald. So it's kind of like worrying about your rank almost, and making sure that you're solid. So like for me, I think I was like emerald for life. I felt like I was emerald for life.
Yeah, that's why I feel like
I love green. Green's going to be my favorite color because that's all I see ever in the Beachbody business. Emerald City, Wizard of Oz, yay. But then once you get to like, when they say like, oh, don't worry about ruby, like just go straight to diamond, whatever. I was like, I just don't want to be green my entire life.
Yeah.
So then when you get to ruby, then you're like, okay, I don't want to be a shaky ruby, because you could be ruby for say 1 week, and then somebody goes inactive, one of your coaches goes inactive, and then boom, you're back to emerald.
Yeah.
So you have like multiple coaches go inactive, and then you go back to coach, and you're like, no. So assuming like you get to the point where you're actually finally emerald, that's when you're going to worry about, well, 1, being solid, so you can keep growing to ruby and diamond. But 2, that's where the personal volume really comes into play, because that's where they talk about your strong leg and your weak leg. And so when you're an emerald, you have the team cycle bonuses. And this is where like it didn't make sense to me for like at least a year. So if I've like lost you already, it's okay. Basically for your team cycle bonuses, for every 100 personal volume points you have on one leg and 200 points on the other, that's 1 team cycle bonus. So ideally, the leg that if you were to look in your downline, or in your graphical genealogy, if you would see, like there might be coaches, eventually there'll be coaches placed under you in your downline that you never even put there, and it's because, somebody like I put them there, or somebody above me put them there. It just happens to fall away, and you'll see that there'll be one leg where you have more coaches on one than the other. The one that you're gonna have the most on, that's ideally gonna be considered your strong leg, just because of the personal volume. So basically every time any coach in your downline, whether they're your personally sponsored coach or just like this ghost coach that just shows up, you get to use their personal volume. So all of their personal sales like count towards your own volume. So the only thing that counts towards you personally is the coaches that you personally sponsored, and that's towards your ranking. But otherwise, anybody listed below you, you get credit for all of their sales, whether they're your personally sponsored coach or not.
Okay.
And so you'll start to see where one leg, like for example, in my downline, my right leg happens to be my strong leg, and it's just because I have these pseudo coaches that are just placed under, and I don't know who their coaches were. So I think I've got like thousands and thousands and thousands of personal volume points picked up, just because there's like all of this personal volume, and my weak leg, I don't have enough points to like cycle them. So it's almost like every time if I build like my weak leg, I know that like if I have at least 100 personal volume in my weak leg, I know I'm automatically going to have a team cycle bonus because I have so much faint on the right leg. And you don't lose that personal volume. Like it will just continue to accumulate as long as you're active. So even if you're emerald and you like drop down, you're not going to like lose the points. It's okay. Okay. I like freaked out about that one time. I was like, no, I'm so screwed. No, so that's totally fine. So really just think about, honestly, I think the best strategy is to just make sure that you're like work for emerald and to be a strong emerald.
Okay.
And I think once you do that, then that's when you like will start to see, okay, well, some of my coaches are like turning emeralds, and then that's going to make me ruby because I have more coaches. But just like think of it that way. And then once you get there, then we can like talk a lot, one-on-one if you want it, about kind of where to place coaches and like looking at your personal volume. But the idea is, I went to one seminar years ago, and somebody had said that 80% of your income should be from team cycle bonuses, not from personal sales.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Because all my money was coming from personal sales. It says my internet connection is unstable. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of my income is still from personal sales, but definitely the team cycle bonuses have like increased.
Yeah.
But it'll come. Like, it'll take time, but it'll definitely come.
Yeah, I've actually started seeing team cycle bonuses, which is nice. So when I click on my commissions and stuff and see that. So one more question.
I get excited when I would like have one.
Yeah.
Like, woo!
Yeah. I had a couple this upcoming pay tomorrow, and I was talking to Kristen about it over the weekend. And I was like, oh my God, I actually have some team cycle bonuses. So it's exciting.
It is exciting.
I have a quick question.
What's up?
So real quick, can I make my coaches underneath me Emerald, or do they have to actively sell to become Emerald themselves? I guess I'm having a hard time understanding that.
Well,
go ahead, Karen.
Can I build my team and have no one else do anything as long as they're just active Shakeology drinkers, or do I have to have active coaches like me working the business?
You want to answer that, Vanessa?
So you definitely want active coaches. If you want to build your business, when it comes to bonuses, then you have to find people like Shakeology customers, like the coaches who are just there for discount. That's amazing too, because you still want personal volume. And a lot of times, those who are discount coaches will eventually become like active coaches. I was a discount coach for like a good 2 years. I just wanted to drink Shakeology, and I didn't really care about the business stuff because I had other stuff to do. So definitely don't like count them out. Just maybe not now, instead of like never. But if you want to build your business and like the team cycle bonuses, you're definitely going to have to get people who are active and they want to build their business as well. Because the only way that they'll ever increase in their rank is if they recruit more coaches as well. But it might be where some of those coaches. They could honestly, the way it turned out for me is where I was a discount coach, and then people would start asking me, like I was teaching classes, and they would ask me because they saw I was drinking Shakeology, and they were like, what are you drinking? I was like, Shakeology, and I told them like all the benefits of it, and then I was like, here, you can have one of my packets, and then they signed up for it, and then I was like, well, wait, you know that you'll save money if like you just sign up to be a coach. You don't have to do anything. Like I don't do anything. And then so I got people under me who were just doing the same thing I did. So I ended up building a business without even really trying. I was just selling Shakeology because they were asking me a class. But you definitely have, your coaches are going to have coaches under them, like personally sponsored in order to advance their rank.
All right. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I feel like I wonder if I can like pause the recording and then re-record, but I feel like I made the strong leg, weak leg thing like way more complicated than it had to be. Like I just kept watching these videos and I was like, I have absolutely no clue like what these people are talking about. And they had whiteboards and doodles, and it was beyond me. So I have a much better grasp. Kristen, Erin, Darlene?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I have one question about, so let's say when I get to Diamond and then once I grow and get bigger and bigger, I know that at some point you have to have per month 200 PV points. I mean, that I don't have to buy 2 bags of Shakeology, right? Like I'm going to be accumulating personal volume from my downline, right, Vanessa?
Correct. You
Okay.
just have to be active.
Okay.
Yeah, I was worried about that too. I was like, I don't want to spend like $200 every month just because I'm dying.
I know. That's what I thought. I was looking
like,
at that.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You just have to personally stay active, so that's 50 PV. Well, no, I think the requirement for Diamond is 90, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I take Shakeology every month, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 90 PV, but you still have to have like volume.
Okay. Cool. All right. Ladies, you good with that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check that off the list. And
I will say one thing about like placement is if you can like help it at all, put your spouse or parent or whoever is like that person to make yourself emerald, put them on your weak leg.
Okay.
Because you'll be able to control their business more, and you're more likely when you start to build your business, like you'll build their business too. Mm-hmm. And then so the more that you do that, you're building it on the weak leg, which is nice because then you're just going to have more team cycle bonuses.
Okay.
So the strong leg is kind of being built for you in a way, but just on the personal volume front.
Okay. Yeah, that was a part that really didn't make sense, but then with all the research that I did, it did make sense. And luckily I have Tyler on the right side. Not that he's working the business or anything, but all right, cool. Anybody have any questions for Vanessa? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Never coming back. I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, I miss you. It's so great to see you on Zoom.
Sorry, I'm like eating my egg whites.
Is that a cat in the background? Did you get a kitty? Another kitty?
Oh, I have 2 kitties, and they're like running around.
Oh.
Sorry, my kitty was chewing on my HDMI cable.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
Oh, look at the white nose.
And the other one is walking on my stove right now.
Oh, great.
Just I keep looking at it, I'm like, get off my stove.
Yeah. Are they newer?
Yeah, so I got them, they were born in August, so I got them October when they were 2 months.
My God.
They're like huge. They're like grown adults.
Yeah. All right. Well, a couple things I want to go over. We have about 11 more minutes. So, first of all, Kristen, congratulations. You are doing so amazing. She signed 3 coaches in 1 week. So
thank you.
Yeah, that's so amazing. So I know. Like that's what I wanted to ask you quickly to just go over. Maybe 1 or 2 things that have really been beneficial. So if you want to just say a couple things that you think maybe would be good for us.
Okay, I did make notes so that I'm not just scatterbrained.
Absolutely. I can't believe you made notes.
I know. So I guess my big thing was, like I said in prior meetings, I worked people for months and months and months. Like Johnny and Carrie were actually the reason I'm getting so big. I asked them in like May or June, and they finally signed in December. And they're just posting their results, and they're proud, and I'm getting referrals from them, and just my challenge group is excited, and so they were like huge. So I would say try to get people to post results, be active, and it'll help you out. Like, because I was worried I'm not going to be able to get any more customers because I'm working on the ones right now, and people are just finding me. You know what I mean? Which is nice.
Yeah, that's not happening here.
And the other thing was my vendor show. Really, I got a ton of sales from that. I have 5 orders just from the vendor show. So that's my second thing. And then just following up with people, this one girl I sold a 7-day supply of Shakeology to. And then I would keep following up with her maybe every month. And finally she bit. And the reason she bit was I asked her to participate in something with me, like a 3-day refresh. So I'm finding if you actually ask someone to participate with you, let's motivate each other. Let's, hold each other accountable. Then they'll actually get more excited than just to go order it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So those are like 3 things that, looking at what happened this past month, could have helped me out. So
yeah, that's great. That's a good point. To speak to that about your challenge group and having people do it with you, I know Erin is in my challenge group that I'm starting next March, and I'm not really going into this challenge group like I have before. I've kind of changed my mindset. So what I'm going to do is a week prior to my challenge group kicking off, I've already have the group set up. I'm just going to post every day, like teasers, like super excited things to just really get people ramped up. And I'm going to not really give them homework, but give them things to think about and work towards. That way, when we kick off in March, I want them to hit the ground running. And about midway to, towards the end of it, I'm going to, really talk to them about, coaching or Shakeology, because I feel like with me, I'm getting more comfortable recruiting coaches. I need 3 more, and then I will be Diamond, which is like super exciting. Yeah. So I just need to get there, but I don't want to rush it because I want to make it really genuine. I will say I made a super vulnerable post yesterday about some struggles that I was having yesterday, and I sold one thing of Shakeology HD and 2 challenge packs just from that post, and it wasn't even challenge pack related. It was just
it wasn't even Beach Body or fitness related.
It was hey, I had the day from Ultimate Hell, and I don't know if they felt bad for me or
but, that's a new strategy to
right. So I don't know what the heck happened, but I had probably 30 people reach out to me about my post, and we connected on a super amazing level. Not even have to do with coaches, but the girl that bought Shakeology HD, get this, I gave her the email from my mobile app probably a year and a half ago. And she literally just bought it today. And she's like, hey, I want to be a part of your challenge group in March because I'm spinning my challenge group in March to be focused on daily devotionals and positive thinking, which is really connecting with a lot of people. So I'm getting to a deeper level. It's not just let's do a program. It's let's really do something great together. So Erin, I know you're going to work this challenge group with me alongside me. So I'm hoping that whenever you're comfortable, we can kick you off into one.
Yeah, that's cool. And I'm hoping too that it'll, I'll get to see how you run it, but I'll also get connections with people, or get used to talking to people and networking, and not I want to steal your potential customers, but you know what I mean. It's a way for me to get I don't know, I guess just to get used to meeting people and talking to people and networking, like I said. So
yeah. And I think it'll be good for you to see how open I am and connecting with people in the challenge groups. Because at this point, really, since, really kind of hitting the ground running, and after doing these team calls weekly for the past couple of weeks, I've felt super great about it. And I'm just able to really reach out to people on a super genuine level. And I've never been that comfortable before. So I know that it's going to come to you guys as well.
And people will follow you. When you're real, let's just say, if you're really open and honest and real, people are going to follow you. They're going to stalk you and never even say that they're following you. And then one day they're going to send you this cryptic message saying that oh my God, I've been following you all this time. You're such inspiration. Da, 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 da. What do you do? And you're wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. That's exactly what happened to me today. It was people came out of the woodworks, and I was so thankful. So I just really, I think it's great when you really own your story. Darlene, I think you're doing great with your weekly or with your daily videos, and really hitting on, your struggles that you went through, your whole transformation that you had posted. That was so amazing. So just stay true to your story. And the national wake-up call that I listened to today, which I'm not going to have time to touch on Instagram, but I'm going to make a file and put it in the team page, is just really focusing on being consistent, like every single day, being consistent, doing the same things every day, because I really think, as Kristen has proved, that that stuff really does matter. So going into Sunday's meeting, because we'll have one on Sunday, I want you to listen to the team wake-up call, or the national wake-up call, which you should be doing every week because they're super great. And I really liked the girl on this last week. She really talked a lot about Instagram, which is something that I want to dive into, that I really don't really pay close attention to. So there were some really great tips in that if you want to listen to that, and we'll touch base on Sunday. And I'll have to think of some other things to talk about on Sunday, but I want to make the shift to Sunday so Danielle can be in them. And plus it'll be one less thing for us to have to do during the week, Because it's not like we're busy or anything, I know we're sitting around. But does anybody have any struggles, any successes that they want to discuss on the call?
No, but I was just looking. I have one more question.
Okay.
Qualifying for a lead program, it says you must at least log in 8 WOWY workouts in a single month. What does that mean?
Oh.
Wowie.
I don't even do that. Do you, Vanessa?
Because I was researching all this. I'm like, this is new to me.
I didn't know you had to do that to get leads. I thought you just had to be Emerald and hit Success Club.
It says that, and then have your bio before and after page, and be a club member.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, so there's a thing. Hold on. Let me share.
And it doesn't count if so you can go in there and schedule your workouts.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't count unless you actually logged it or press start.
That's
I don't do anything with that Wowie gym.
I
used to.
Oh, is that the on-demand workouts?
No.
It's in your Team Beachbody page.
Yeah. You go to your Team Beachbody, you have to fill out your profile, before picture, after picture.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay, here. I'm going to...
And then you log your workouts. What your goals are, and then logging your workouts.
So you guys don't do that and you're still getting leads?
Well, I haven't gotten leads instead. Hold on. Here we are. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Vanessa, we go over here, right? Workouts.
Yeah.
And then you go to you schedule a workout or do this one quick workout. I didn't even Chris.
Yeah, I did one. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So
so
yeah, I didn't even.
I used to do that religiously, and then I just dropped off one day.
Yeah. So how many did you say that you had to do, Kristen? 8?
8, yeah.
Okay. Well, we better get to cracking so we can get some.
Really?
So I'm wondering if that's going to mess up. Should I start doing them for this month?
Right?
Yeah.
Am I not going to get any team volume cycle points if I don't?
No. You get volume.
Oh, it's just for the leads. Okay, that's separate.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was reading this thing today, and I noticed it. So.
Anything else you read that you want to share? Because you've got some good info.
I didn't finish it yet. I'll make notes for Sunday if I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But is that old though?
That's what I don't know. It's on my phone.
We don't call it Wowie anymore. On the old videos, Chilling Extreme, which I'm doing again right now, they go log into Wowie and go sign into Wowie and log in workout.
It was from February 2014.
Yeah, it's not. So it's a super gym now, but I'm logging in.
I'm dying of thirst, and there's no water in my bedroom.
Oh.
I'm gonna die.
Is this gonna kill you right now? I'm
oh, thanks.
It was just a question.
Oh my.
Vanessa, while you're logging in, I'm going on the Beachbody cruise next month. Any tips?
You are?
What?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Get a tan for me?
Yeah. Who are you going with?
My husband and I.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
I was on the waiting list and I got the email and I'm like, oh my God, we're going.
That is so cool.
Freaking costing a fortune, but I'm going.
You'll have fun though, because it's like vacation, but it like will light a fire under you too.
I hope so. So there's like a whole bunch of lectures or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
You can like choose to go to them. Go to the ones that for sure Carl's at, because that's where they'll give you like the, hey, guess what? We're coming out with this program, or hey, this is new flavor Shakeology. Like that's where the secret stuff is.
All right. Do I want to really do these deck workouts? Are they going to be like mobbed?
They're mobbed for sure. Yeah, but think of it as like, you know, don't feel pressured to go to all the stuff. Like it is still your vacation.
Okay. Because I got a balcony, ocean balcony, so my husband can sit on the balcony while I go do all my jock stuff, as he calls it.
I mean, like you saw when I went on the cruise a couple years ago. I went to like T25, and I feel like something else. Oh, and then I did a Pio, which was interesting on a boat. That was rocking.
Yeah.
That would really work your balance.
She's like, half moon. And I was like, I can't. It was bad.
Well, I'll fill you guys all in when I get back.
Yeah,
That's
take a lot of notes, and you can do a team call.
Okay.
So
I do have like a random tip I want to give you guys. It has nothing to do with Beachbody so much.
okay, shoot.
Lighting. So Cornell would make fun of me for this. Oh, your free meeting's gonna end in 10 minutes.
It's okay.
Okay. So I have this light that's shining on my face right now.
I freaking knew you had that thing. I could tell.
So this is like no light. And then this is just a little light.
Can you show us the little
So
light?
I have lots of little lights, but I was like, let me try this one. And it's literally the selfie
What?
focus.
What?
Oh,
What?
wait, it's a selfie case? I need.
So it's Lumee, Lumee. You can't see it because there's no light now.
Yeah.
But you can, you just press one button, but then if you hold it down, it'll like dim it. Little.
Is it a phone case?
Yes, it's a phone case. So if I'm ever going out and I'm like, oh man, we need to have some cute pictures tonight and we're going to have crappy lighting, I put that on my phone.
That's so cool.
But then I was like, wait, I bet if I just sat it here on my laptop keyboard and shined it in my face, it would give me enough lighting.
Yeah, you have like perfect lighting.
Yep.
Lumee.
Wait.
Lumee.
Lumee.
It was something that like Shalene's Coach Glitter, her makeup artist, suggested like a long time ago. And now that I watch like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I see that like the mom has it, and I was like, I've had that for a while now.
Cool. I will add that to my thing. Can you get it on Amazon? That's the question.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Okay. My Prime just came out of my bank account. Hubby was pretty happy about that. I was like, we need this. Okay.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah. But all right. Well, Vanessa, it was so good to have you on. Thank you so much for all your help.
Good to see
Yeah.
you.
Yes, it was good to see you.
Yeah. I might just make it Sunday. I don't think I've like calmed down on training, so like actually have a life on the weekend.
Yeah, and I'll have to talk to you because I might want to be a master trainer.
Okay.
So.
All right. Cool, ladies. Well, keep up the good work. Kristen, I'm sure you're going to sign like 4 coaches tomorrow. So
I'm trying.
But keep working hard. I'm really proud of you guys, and just keep on keeping on.
One thing for you, Kristen, if you're going to continue to like sign on coaches, are you married?
Yeah, I'm saving him for my wild card. I didn't want to sign him yet.
No, sign him immediately.
Why?
Because you want him to be at the top. So
really?
Eventually, if he's Emerald, not only are you earning Team Cycle bonuses, but so is he, because.
Okay.
So
I was gonna wait until I absolutely needed him to like become Diamond or something, but then.
So sign him up, and he could be inactive if you want him to be, but at least have him be like at the top. So as you're signing up coaches, he's like automatically under them, and so when you do decide to build his business, you've already got all of this personal volume built up under him.
All right, cool. That makes sense.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Thank you for bringing that up, because I would have totally messed that up.
That's why it's like sign them up and just be inactive if you have to. But dang it.
Yeah, right.
Later.
I'm inactive. Can I still build muscle?
Yeah. Dude, but I don't know, Gary, if you're still there, Gary.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're like insanely ripped. My husband was like, who tagged you in that post? I was like, that's my friend Kristen, her husband. He was like, oh, he's like, do you want me to look like him? And I was like, I don't know why you want me to say that.
No, honey.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was pretty unreal. I didn't know it was like him. I thought, it was like a professional, like, I didn't know that like that was your husband at first. Like the third one, I was like, is that even real?
It was real, and I loved him when he was fat, just so you know. For years.
That is really cute. Well, Gary, good job. We're clapping for you, buddy.
What's that?
They're clapping for you.
We're clapping for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, listen to that wake-up call, and then we'll meet again on Sunday.
All right. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.